Today we are starting Unit 2 of Lesson 4, The Great Escape. We have already discussed how Subhash and Shishir had planned Subhash's escape from his own house. Subhash Chandra Bose had been fighting against the British, so the British had imprisoned him in his own house, and Subhash wanted to escape from his own house and leave for Germany to seek help from that country to gain independence from British rule. জার্মানিতে পালিয়ে গিয়ে তিনি ভারতের স্বাধীনতার জন্য সেখান থেকে সাহায্য চাইতে আশা করেছিলেন। We are starting from Unit 2. How Shishir planned the escape of Subhash Bose. Subhash had cabled Akbar Shah to meet him at Calcutta. Cable. To cable means to telegraph. Today you will not find telegraph. With the advent of mobile phone and email, telegraph has disappeared. But in those days, it was a very useful way to send messages. Messages could be sent very quickly through telegraph. So Subhash had sent a telegram to Akbar Shah. We have to understand who is Akbar Shah and what was the message. Subhash had requested Akbar Shah to meet him at Calcutta. Akbar Shah was a co-worker in the freedom struggle against British Raj. Co-worker, that means he was also a revolutionary. তিনি একজন বিপ্লবী. He fought along with Subhash for the independence of the country. That is why he is called a co-worker. তিনি সুভাষের সহকর্মী, because both Subhash and Akbar Shah had been fighting against the British to gain the independence of India. They had participated in the freedom struggle. Freedom struggle means freedom movement for independence, স্বাধীনতা সংগ্রাম, against the British Raj. Here the word British Raj means the British government. He means Akbar Shah operated in the northwestern frontier provinces. Frontier means border. Northwestern frontier province is now in Pakistan, but in undivided India, it was in India. So Akbar Shah operated in the northwestern frontier province. He was to help Subhash escape. Akbar Shah would help Subhash to escape from the country. Akbar Shah came to Calcutta. He was introduced to Shishir. Shishir and Akbar Shah did not know each other. Subhash knew Akbar Shah, Subhash knew Shishir. So Subhash introduced, that means made Shishir familiar with Akbar Shah. That means পরিচয় করিয়ে দেওয়া. He was introduced to Shishir. Together they went to a shop in central Calcutta. They means Shishir and Akbar Shah. They went to a shop in central Calcutta where they purchased. Purchase means to buy. They bought baggy salwars and a black fez for Subhash's disguise. Salwar means trousers. Baggy means loose fitting, not tight fitting. So they bought loose fitting trousers and a black fez. Fez, look at the picture, you will find that on Subhash's head there is a fez. Fez means a felt cap, tupi. For Subhash's disguise, what is meant by the term disguise? The word disguise means to dress in such a way that no one would recognize you. In Bengali, chhaddabesh. Later, Shishir also purchased a suitcase, a bedroll, shirts and pillows. You know what is a suitcase? Pillow, balish, shirts, and bedroll means bedding rolled up for carrying. Bichana. Subhash was to carry these with him in the journey. So what would Subhash carry? Subhash would carry a suitcase, a bedroll, shirts and pillows. Shishir then went to a printer's shop. Who is a printer? A printer is a person who prints. Jini chhapan. For example, books or visiting cards or invitation cards Amantran Patra, are printed by printers. So Shishir went to a printer shop. He ordered a set of calling cards. Calling cards means visiting cards. If you want to visit a person, first you have to give your card. Then the person will know who you are. That is called a calling card. What was written in it? Muhammad Ziauddin, travelling inspector, the Empire of India Life Insurance Company Limited. So Subhash was in disguise. That means Subhash had disguised himself as a person called Muhammad Ziauddin. Subhash would travel under this name. And who was Muhammad Ziauddin? Muhammad Ziauddin's identity was, he was a travelling inspector of a life insurance company. What was the name of the company? The Empire of India Life Insurance Company Limited. This was the false identity with which Subhash was to travel. False identity. Because this was not Subhash's real identity. Subhash Bose would not travel as Subhash Bose. He would travel as Muhammad Ziauddin to hoodwink the British police. Hoodwink মানে হচ্ছে to befool, বোকা বানানো. On 16 January 1941, Shishir finished his dinner early and drove to Elgin Road around 8:30 p.m. He parked the Wanderer at the back of the house. Wanderer, the name of the car. They had planned to escape in the Wanderer. Shishir and Subhash had maintained total secrecy about the plan of escape. Secrecy. Secrecy means something that is not divulged to all, যা সবার কাছে প্রকাশ করা হয় না, গোপনীয়তা. Subhash and Shishir naturally kept their plan a secret. None of the family members knew anything except Subhash's niece Ila and a male cousin Dijen. Only 2 members of the family knew anything about Subhash's escape. Who were the members? They were Subhash's niece Ila and a cousin Dijen. Cousin, খুড়তুতো বা জ্যাঠতুতো ভাই. Subhash and Shishir waited until the rest of the Bose family had fallen asleep. They waited till the family members had gone to sleep because they wanted to keep their escape a secret. Subhash had changed into his disguise as Muhammad Ziauddin. He was dressed in a long brown coat, baggy salwars and a black face. He wore gold wire-rimmed spectacles. Look at the picture and you will understand Subhash's disguise. Subhash was not now Subhash Bose. He was now Muhammad Ziauddin. And he had dressed himself as an Afghan. That means an inhabitant of Afghanistan. What had he worn? He had put on a long brown coat. He had put on loose-fitting trousers and on his head there was a felt cap. He also wore spectacles, that means glasses. And the spectacles had gold wire. Shona dewa tar. It was 1:35 a.m. It was night. The night was moonlit. It was a full moon night. Dijen signaled from an upstairs window that no policeman was nearby. Dijen, cousin of Subhash, signaled from a room of the second floor or the first floor that no policeman was keeping a watch. By day, the policeman sat on a charpoy at the corner of the Elgin Road and Woodburn Road. The policeman or the policemen who surrounded the house of Subhash kept a watch on his house and they sat on a charpoy. Charpoy is a Hindi word. It means a cot made of string. Dorit toiri khat khatiya. They sat on the charpoy and kept a vigil. They paced up and down the street before Subhash's house. To pace up and down, that means to march to and fro. During daytime, they marched to and fro the street and they kept a vigil. On the cool winter night of January 16, January 16th, in the month of January, it is terribly cold. So, in that cold winter night, they had preferred the comfort of the warm blankets on the charpoy. They were sleeping under the blankets. Blanket means rug, kombol. So the policemen were sleeping comfortably. Meanwhile, Subhash and Shishir came out of their house. So we have finished second unit. You solve activity 4, activity 5 at page 35. I will send you the answers a few days after, and I will also send some grammar questions. So now prepare it. I will send the word notes also. Thank you.